Welcome to Candid, a place for hope, truth, and healing. Now, what I'm going to talk to you guys today about, it's not going to be very popular in certain places, and that's okay, because I believe in free speech, communication. That's how we get to anywhere. We got to talk about it, right? Whether you like it or not, it's true. So we got to talk about it. At least it's my opinion. You're more than welcome to comment below. Let me know what you think. I think, this whole thing about Black fatigue, right? And people have just been tired of it. Certain things Black people have been able to get away with, and certain behaviors, certain things that they do. And now it's gotten to a point like where it's too much. People don't really care to validate or to just appease to those things anymore. Now there's that, but I've always been looking around, and obviously there are a lot of white people who feel that way, but they're not going to talk about it. Why? You already know, because you're going to call them racist. But I guess like for me, you still got some names for me. I think Uncle Tom's one of them. And what is Oreo? Which ones they are. But the good thing is I don't care what kind of insults that you're going to throw at me. I'm just hoping some of the things that I might be saying stick, and then you give them some thoughts. And that's not for everybody. I know there are a huge amount of people out there who have the same mindset. There are a lot of them in the podcast world, and they talk about those things. Officer Tatum is one of them, and there are many more. But the fact is, I think we Black people, we're not a monolith. And those that I'm talking to, they know exactly who they are. So if I'm not talking to you, don't take offense to it. Matter of fact, you shouldn't take offense to it, because what I'm saying it's good news, so you should take it with a big smile. I think we reward bad behaviors too much. And I'm trying to make a point that kind of goes with the Black fatigue. We put the spotlight on the wrong people. And let me give you a few examples. When we're talking about who's the next generation following these days, now keep in mind, like MLK had his own issue. He wasn't perfect, just like I'm not. None of you. We're not looking or talking about perfections here. We're talking about the people who actually at least try to do something that's constructive towards society. Something that when they're no longer here, somebody can be like, let's look at this formula, because that's what they were doing and it worked. It didn't work just for them or just for a small group of people, but it worked for the masses. MLK, all about MLK. MLK and what he was trying to do, what he was able to do, what he achieved. In this society, I'm hard pressed to find that person, that leader. That's what I'm talking about. Because when we talk about the Black community being all proud, unapologetically Black, and I'm going to stand for my Blackness and stuff like that, sometimes I wonder, what is it that we're so proud of? That those of you who actually say that, what is it that we're so proud to be representing? For me, I don't care about what color you are. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, I don't care. When I go anywhere in America, I never feel some type of way about whether I'm the minority there or not. I just don't. And I'm not naive. I've had a white person spat on me before, call me the N-word. I know racism is a thing, and it's never gonna go away. But whenever we see it, we squash it. But we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about this pride in just being Black. When you look around, I've been seeing like videos about graduations, high school graduations, and where just kids are just acting unprofessional, is not even the word, just belligerent. It's like they're drunk. They're just out there just doing all sorts of stupid dance and stuff like that. Listen, you can be you. You can be very happy and feel accomplished that you have graduated. That's a great thing. And I'm proud of you for that. Give yourself a hand of applause. That's great. That's a huge achievement. And then you go to college if that's what you want to do. I don't believe college is the only way, but go forth and prosper. But to be celebrating like you in some strip club, just dropping to the floor and just doing also precisely the same stuff that you see on those rap videos, which brings me to when you look at somebody who's a millionaire now and just like Sexy Red. I'm not targeting anybody. I don't know her. I've never met her. I don't really care. But that's a public figure. They have their songs out there. I don't listen to her, but I happened to stumble up on a song that she did about something about her booty hole, some color. And if you care to listen or read the lyrics to really see the depravity, degeneracy, and just the lyrics, to think that's a song that people listen to and actually enjoy it, to me, it's beyond me. And that's the point that I'm trying to make. We put the spotlight on the wrong people. I'm not telling you those people shouldn't exist. I'm not telling you that they shouldn't be who they are. But to the extent that the young generation is following them, buying their music, listening to their music, dancing to the music. I also recently saw a video about a Carnival cruise that, man, it's something else. It's a circus. I would not be going on a cruise to have fun, to relax and just unwind and see the kind of stuff that I see on that Carnival cruise. No, that's not okay. But worst of all, if you mention it, hopefully now it's not so much the case, which again is that black fatigue thing. We're just tired of it. Just tired of it. But if you mention it, you get labeled some type of thing. Don't let the white people say anything about that. Oh, you racist for sure. But what are you going to call me? What are you going to call me? If you cannot look inward to see what your behavior really is and what it's producing, man, that is a sad case we got there. It's a sad case. We cannot put spotlight on people who are rapping about killing people and we glorify them. We show them the most appreciation as opposed to the doctors, the black doctors who went to school, dedicated the time, the energy, the knowledge to learn something that will improve society later. Those who are performing surgeries on like brain surgeries, open heart surgeries, athletes are great too. They inspire kids to just work hard to get somewhere. Although a lot of them are not very savory, but rap music, I'm sorry, but it preaches degeneracy. It preaches a message that's so detrimental to who we are. But yet, when you talk about black culture, in a lot of people's eyes, rap, that's our thing. You can't come out here and just take raps. That's a black people thing. That's a ninja thing. That's our thing. And that word again, the N-word. It's like we use the N-word as if it doesn't have a definition, whether it's the one that ends in ER or A, it's the same word, man. To me, again, we cannot start crying about how people are treating us when we give them a reason to treat us that way. That's just a fact. You may not like it, but that's okay. At least a lot of us out there, we're definitely fatigued by that. Because I have kids. I don't want my kids to grow up and listen to that kind of song. But sadly, they will have friends who actually listen to them. Those rap songs that talk about drugs, rap songs that objectifying women, calling them the B word, rap songs that talk about you need to smoke weed all the time, you need to be drunk, you need to sell drugs, you need to kill people to establish some sort of dominance, some tough guy bravado. They're going to hear those songs. I can't keep them from hearing them. But what I can do, along with you parents out there, you can teach them at home, educate them, inculcate the right values in them so that they understand this world is out there and there is a group of people who praise this types of behavior, but this ain't for us though. It's not for us. No, we know better. We know better. It has to be better. It cannot be, this is it. It cannot be graduating from high school and the type of music, the way that you dancing, it's so flagrantly wrong and so just depraved and just, it's hard for me to find the word. It's unfathomable that people can make this their way of life, that I'm unapologetically black. I'm going to do this and I'm black, so I'm going to tell a white girl, if you do dreads or if you do like a cornrow that you a culture vulture, you're not supposed to do that. Oops. Meanwhile, you are wearing a wig of this luscious white looking hair that we all know that you ain't got. Come on now. No one's telling you not to wear wigs or whatever it is. Do your thing. But don't be a hypocrite. Don't try to act like somebody that you're not. We have to think. I think we don't think about what we're doing sometimes. We just talk. We don't talk. We don't think about the action behind what we're like it just, I think we lack a lot of things, but most importantly, we don't think about our perception, how we're being perceived. There's a difference between thinking about how you're being perceived and button it up and just do the right thing and keep striving to be the best versus conforming yourself to somebody else's want or needs or desires. That's not what I'm asking, and that's not what a lot of people are asking. But just a basic decorum shouldn't be that much to ask. A basic decorum shouldn't attack your unapologetically Black. A basic decorum and just a formality shouldn't affect the fact that you from the Black community, you got to represent. What are you representing? What are you representing? I just don't know what it is. You're representing something that's bad. That's not classy. That's just depraved and just, I don't know, man. It's just, you hear a lot of commentator or a pundit or podcaster talk about this. And I guess I fall into the same category and I'm piling on the same type of talk. And I think if I may speak for them, the hope is we turn the ship around, turn this car around. And by turning it around doesn't mean that you have to abandon your culture. It doesn't mean that you have to abandon all of who you are, but it certainly does mean that you abandon certain behaviors, certain lifestyle. There are a lot of stuff that you're seeing on social media that Black people are doing. It's shameful. And a lot of you will watch this video. That's why I said at the beginning, I alluded to that. There's a camp that's certainly not going to like it. And the first step is going to be to call me names and to put me in a category. But thankfully, you cannot put me in a category. And what you say does not affect me. I'm trying to create a place where we can talk. I'm not insulting you. If you feel like I'm doing something wrong, you can comment below. So I think you're wrong because of this and this and that. And then I will respond to how enlighten me. But if you think you're going to insult me, call me names, stuff like that, again, you must have a lot of time on your hand to waste, because I don't care about things like that. Because I believe there's a group of us out there, along with those white people that you probably don't like, that irritate you, that can't talk about you because if they do, they're racist. Yeah, we see it the same way. We just do. And it's not a skin color thing. It's not a race thing. It's not an ethnicity thing. It's just basic decorum, moral, seeing yourself as valuable, seeing yourself as more than just a title of a Black woman, a Black man, or somebody from the ghetto. I love how Marcellus Wiley speaks. He talks about, how he's from Compton, like from the ghetto, really. And he rose above that. There are so many stories about Black men who have risen above their situations, their circumstances. And I think a lot of us have to do the same thing. I was born in Haiti in complete poverty. I'm not a rich man, but I'm doing okay. And every day I'm trying to be the best that I can, a better husband, a better father, a better son, a better friend. It's by bettering yourself, that's how the rest of the world will get better. Not just hoping that those people need to do this, conform to me. Those people need to just accept me with my filth. No, come on. If you know there's filth, fix it, get rid of it. And if you didn't know, people like myself are telling you your behavior is filthy. That's what I'm saying. Most rap music, the lyrics, the stuff they talk about is filthy. It's disgusting. It's degeneracy. That's just what it is. And it's not just rap music. There are other music that just are like, I often sit there and listen to an older song and wish that we could still have artists and songs like this, where we can just easily sit there, listen to it while our kids can also listen to it and enjoy it. Boy, wouldn't that be nice? Now you're listening to a song, you almost want to listen to it first before you let your kids listen to it. And most of the times, you can't do that. You can't police everything that your kids listen to or watch. It's a sad reality. And that has to do with the fact that we have empowered those people with bad behaviors, with just gross tendency, the people who have the proclivity to just ruining the world. If it was up to them with their actions and their way of life, those are the people we glorified. We glorify those people. It's no wonder that our society is also merging and just following the same current. Ain't that funny? But that's just the way life is, man. So if you preach degeneracy, eventually you will have a congregation that's also just simmering that around in their community, in their culture, and their way of life, because that's what you're preaching. We empower those people with those type of voice to overshine the people who actually put in the work. The 9-to-5 people, the people who get up early, work all day, the people who just not just work hard physically, but mentally just put in the work to just create new things, develop new things to help the world, their society, the next generation. Those are not the people that we're talking about. We don't talk about those Elons. We don't talk about those, I don't know, Bill Gates or anybody else that have created tremendous amount of jobs and just helping not just their society, the community, but the world. We don't talk about those people. Those people are not who our kids think about when we ask them the questions. Who are your role models? It's sad to hear kids saying, oh, I think this one rapper here, this guy here, like people who are so self-centered, people who are just, again, I'm not calling for these people to not live, to not exist, or to not do what they're doing. Don't get me wrong, do you. It's a free country. But at the same time, it's up to us to understand what category that you fall in. It's up to us to know to not praise you, but praise God. To be better, to be helpful, to be an example, to be a leader. We can all be a leader. We are all leaders now, right? But it's up to us to realize that and not give credence to those bad behaviors so that we can get better. That's my 2 cents. Thank you for watching.
Hey, yeah, you. Thank you for supporting the channel. Like, subscribe, and share it. Help me spread the word.